What is up, guys? So today I want to do a video on my vlogging setup. I finally think I have it to the point where I'm happy with it and I'm going to keep it as is. But I will say, guys, this took me a long time to get right. It took me a lot of trial and error. It took me a lot of rides and mostly a lot of just messing with the microphone. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys an overview of the setup and what I like about it, what I don't like about it. So obviously, first things first, guys, let's start with the camera. This is a Hero 5 Session. The lack of a removable battery really pisses me off. I hate it. Like, I get it, it's so small, but I really wish GoPro would have added the option to put it, like, swap out the batteries. When you're out all day riding, you really don't have time to charge it, you know, when you're trying to get a bunch of video. So, which is why I got this battery pack, but I'll get to that in a second. So the next thing, guys, the GoPro requires you use this adapter in order to have a microphone in it. And this adapter costs $50, which kind of sucks. So, and I believe it's the same way for the actual Hero 5 GoPro. And what's really funny is, for some reason, the most recent software update basically renders the external mic feature useless. What would happen is every time I would restart recording, so like the microphone would work, the first clip I would take, every clip after that the microphone would basically not even work. Like, it would not even be connected. And I found out that you would, in order to fix that, you would actually have to come here and unplug the adapter and plug it back in. Pain in the butt. I was like really thinking about just selling this and getting the other GoPro, the Hero 5 Black, but did some research on it and I actually found out that if you downgrade to an earlier version, I believe it's version 1.5, it gets rid of that problem. You do lose a couple features. The main feature that I noticed I lost whenever I downgraded it was the ability to format the SD card without your phone. Like, you could actually go in the settings here and just format the SD card. You can no longer do that. At least I haven't found a way, which kind of sucks. So every time I want to format it out on a ride, I have to actually connect to my phone, and the GoPro app isn't the best. I'm sure a lot of y'all know that. So it's kind of weird that I have to have this little door open in order to actually run the microphone to it. It's a little bit different from the other GoPros. Kind of leaves it vulnerable, but I don't really ride in rain, so I'm not too worried about it. I went ahead and I had a great idea to put a battery pack on here so I could actually go on rides and not have the camera die, and it works amazing. Like, I'm really happy with it. Just a quick disclaimer, before you do this, make sure that like it's actually on there, because I don't want anybody going out and like doing this and having it fly off their helmet, because this thing does weigh, it weighs a good amount, more than the GoPro. If this were to fly off my helmet on the highway, it could potentially cause a lot of damage to vehicles behind me. So be careful, guys, before you do this. Just know that it could be dangerous. But as you guys can see, mine, it's pretty stable. So not too worried about it. What's nice about this adapter is you can actually run the microphone and a charging cable to it at the same time. So that's cool. And I just have the battery pack Velcroed on there, basically. All right, guys, so the next component of this setup is obviously the microphone, and that is just a basic, cheap $10 microphone I got off Amazon. Now, this doesn't look as professional. I have it just taped in there, basically, and it's just kind of, the excess wire is taped in there and the microphone is just clipped on. So personally, I found out that for me, the best place to put the microphone is right in front of my mouth. I tried the cheek pad, but I wasn't really happy with the results. So I found out putting the microphone in front of my face was the best option. It's different for everybody, but for me, that was the best way. And I also went ahead and got this chin curtain, and this also makes a huge difference. Now, keep in mind, every helmet's different. By the way, this is a HJC CL17 helmet, pretty good beginner's helmet. I think I paid like $150 for it, so not too bad. But this chin curtain was like 12 bucks, goes right on, looks great. At first, whenever I was experimenting with the whole setup, I just straight used duct tape, pink duct tape at that, to block wind out. So that looked pretty ghetto. But now I got this chin curtain on here, and I will say, guys, it makes a hell of a difference. It really does. So at speeds over about 80, you start breaking up a little bit, but for the most part, most of the audio is pretty usable, so I'm happy with it. I could be a little bit neater with the cables, but yeah. Really happy with the audio. I literally rode the bike probably 20 times, and then each time coming back and readjusting the microphone, just trying different stuff. It just comes down to straight trial and error sometimes, but yeah. So the whole setup can be taken off pretty quick. The mic adapter is literally Velcroed on, so that just pops off. This unplugs, and then you can unplug it here too. If I can do it with one hand, let's see. And then the GoPro comes off like that. just comes straight off. And the battery pack also just kind of peels off. As you guys can see, this is pretty sturdy on there. It actually does take a little bit of pressure to take it off. So, got the double Velcro on there. And for whenever I don't want to record, I'm just riding, I can always just kind of tuck the wire inside the helmet. So yeah guys, that's my setup. For the record, Zach pretty much has the same thing minus the battery pack, and he runs a Hero 3 Silver, so pretty much the same thing, different helmet too. But yeah, I will drop links in the description for everything here so you guys can get it if you want. Really happy with it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, be sure to drop them in the comments below, and I'll see y'all next time. Have a great day. Peace out.
This you crazy mother. Crazy mother.